Hey everyone, it's Hobby with PokeCIF, and I'm back today with another video, and this time I'm going to be showing my tag team collection. I've made this said before that I am trying to collect all of the tag team cards. Right now I'm targeting primarily the alternate art cards. I am hoping to complete all of them in a PSA 10 someday. I know it's a lofty goal, but it's something that I want to do and I'm going to take my time working towards. And yeah, my goal for this year is to try and complete all of them, all the alternate arts, and then from there kind of start working my way up to the cards that I need. You'll notice a few Japanese cards thrown in here. And eventually I would like to collect all of them, English and Japanese, all the alternate arts, rainbow rares, full arts, regular arts, all that good stuff, the promos, all of them. I love tag team cards. Back when I re-entered the hobby in April 2020, I think Cosmic Eclipse was kind of the big set that was out at the time, and so I just fell in love with these cards so quickly. And so today, yeah, I want to kind of just start showing these off. So I've got some graded cards. I'm going to show off all of those first. I've got some raw cards, and I've got some cards that you saw in Card Savers here that I'm going to be sending off to grade once that becomes a little bit more affordable. I'm not sending them off at these prices that they're at right now, but we're going to go ahead and just kind of start going through all these. So first of all, this is a promo, Eevee and Snorlax Japanese promo. I bought this way long ago. I want to say like May of 2020. Honestly, this was an awesome pickup. I got this for like $35 or something like that. One of my first graded cards that I picked up, but I love this card. Kamiya artwork, and actually I'm just going to go ahead right into it and show you guys. I also have the English version. This one came from my PSA submission that I submitted back in October of 2020 and just got back in December of 2021. So happy to have both of these knocked out. Got the Japanese version, the English version. They both look fantastic. I'm going to just say it. I do prefer the Japanese version over the English one. Yeah, they both look great, and happy to have these in my collection. So that's the first set there. Next one, I talked about this card in my top 10 video. I think this was number 2 on my list because, again, the artwork. So I'm not going to go over this too much here. Just bought this for about $100 earlier this year. So another big one to add to my collection. Again, PSA 10 is going to help me complete that set. Another cool one here. This is the Garchomp and Giratina Gx. This is the promo from the Power Partnership tins. So yeah, once again, you can see here the artwork, Anisaki Dynamic, great card. And actually, I did buy this one also way before. I didn't grade this one myself. I actually bought this right around that same $35 to $40 price point. And so again, just lucky to have picked this up at that price back then before they got super popular. With a lot of these cards, it's kind of the same thing. Another one that I graded myself, again, coming back in that December PSA return. You'll notice that I submitted a lot of these tag team cards. Again, I love these cards so much, especially the alternate art ones. I think these are just awesome. And again, artwork speaks for itself. Nagamisu artwork there. Great card. Happy to have that. PSA 10. Again, these are all cards that I'm just checking off my list. Again, this made an appearance in my top 10 video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but another one of my favorite cards in the hobby. Artwork, absolutely splendid on this one. Power Partnership promo. So again, not a super rare card, just one I'm happy to have. I'm actually going to show all of these in sequential order. So these are my favorite cards. These are the only ones that I have so far completed as far as the regular art, the full art, the rainbow rare, and the promo card. So I do have all 4 of these cards. Again, very happy to have these in my collection. Not rare cards. These all came from Hidden Fates. Probably some of the easier cards to pull in Hidden Fates, but they're all PSA 10. And I love the Bird Trio. I think I explained in my last video that that promo, stained glass promo card is my favorite card in the entire hobby. It is my favorite card in the Pokemon hobby. And so, yeah, I kind of really targeted these cards heavily. I wanted to have all 4 of them in PSA 10. And I graded every single card that you just saw there. Again, came back in that December return. So very happy to have all 4 of those already completed and out of the way. Another recent pickup that I just got. I think I might have probably overpaid a little bit on this one, but you know, I picked it up for around $80 not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago actually. So one of the newer additions, not the most popular Pokemon, I can't even pronounce it, Naganadel and Guzzler GX, but again, that alternate art, Aya Kasube. I think it's a great artwork. Alternate art, PSA 10, helps me with my collection there. Next up, another card that I submitted myself, the Pikachu and Zekrom alternate art from my favorite artist in the entire hobby, Kawaii. And I do have a complete Kawaii binder set of all the English cards. So I'm excited to show that off in a later video. But again, super happy to have that card there. Another card that I picked up a long time ago. I bought this for about $30 back in 2020. Just a regular art. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull the next one up. It is the alternate art. I submitted this one to get graded. I do prefer the regular art over the alternate art, from being honest. I think these just look better. And on some of the cases of these cards, yeah, I think I do prefer the regular art over the alternate art. Both look fantastic, both PSA 10. Super happy to have these. Again, bought this one, graded this one myself. Actually graded 2 of these. They both came back PSA 10, so I already sold one and let it go, so I can again reinvest in trying to complete my collection. Another one that I got picked up a long time ago, back in 2020. Again, underrated card. Bought this for around that $35 to $40 price point again. And they're not going for that anymore, so I got super lucky with that. Again, I was just hunting for as many tag team alternate art cards as I possibly could. So super happy to have this one. Not one that you see too often, pop up. But I think it's a pretty unique artwork. You can barely even see Rowlet there, kind of hanging off Executor's ear there, whatever that is. But again, another one to check off my list. Another card that I got in my return, PSA return. I don't know why. I don't know. This was just a kind of a weird one I just kind of randomly threw in, but it came back at 10, so I'm not going to complain about that. And this is another one of those. I have actually the alternate art version of this card ready to grade. You'll see that here in just a sec. But another one where I prefer the regular art compared to the alternate art. I just think it's so cool. Lily's writing on Sogolio there. Really cool artwork. Mitsuhira Arita did a fantastic job on all of these regular art cards. Here's the, again, regular rare Togepi, Cleffa, and Jigglypuff GX. Again, I graded this card myself in that same submission and came back a PSA 10. Another random one that I just kind of threw in for whatever reason, but happy to have that. Another card that featured in my top 10 video. Talked about this one already. Artwork fantastic. Blew my mind the first time I saw it. Yeah, you just, man, just the background on this card is awesome. Awesome card. So yeah, PSA 10, super happy to have. The most recent purchase I just made, this one did cost me a little bit here, but again, kind of like the Espeon and Deoxys GX, another card that's really difficult to grade. I think Pop Report, less than 40% come back PSA 10. So again, another card that I've had a ton of come in my collection raw and never had one that I thought was good enough to send in as a PSA 10. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm just going to purchase this, and so I did. I just got this for about 120 bucks. I think honestly like 2 weeks ago. Just came in the mail today, actually, so I'm super happy to see it in person. Very happy to have this card. Another one of these fantastic artworks. So yeah, this card again speaks for itself. Umbreon, super popular in the hobby. And then my last graded alternate art for now is this Venusaur Snivy Gx card. I got this end of 2021. I paid about $50 for it, so I didn't grade this one myself. But again, another cool artwork. It's not, this is, you can see here, Yukimori artwork. So not everyone's favorite, but, card that I really thought was cool. And got it for a good price point. If I can pick up any of these alternate arts for less than $50, I'm going to go ahead and jump on it because I think that's a great deal. Okay, so now I'm going to show cards that I am actually planning on sending in to get graded. So I'm just going to kind of go one at a time here. So we got the regular art, Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia Gx. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of fly through these because not too much to talk about, but here's another alternate art that's going to help me hopefully collect my collection. Again, I'm hoping that these cards will get PSA 10s. Super clean. I'm very particular about what I send in. Like, I'm a harsh pre-grader. And so a card has to be darn near perfect for me to send it in, because if I'm going to spend the money grading it, I don't want anything coming back a PSA 9. I know that's always a risk you're going to take, but at the end of the day, I'm very particular on what I send in, and I don't always just, blindly send something in and cross my fingers and hopes it gets a 10. I really analyze each card. And so far, all of these cards that I kind of am showing off here, I've overanalyzed over and over again. This one, unfortunately, funny story with this, I bought this in the CGC 9.5. And I think I paid around $70 for that. So I might have overpaid because, normally I just buy a raw copy and then I try and send it in. Cracked it out of the CGC slab. Want to get it graded, obviously, PSA 10. So I might have spent more money than I probably should have on that card. But excited to have that there. The Gengar Mimikyu GX. And again, this is another one where I actually prefer the regular rare over this alternate art. Alternate art's cool. Don't get me wrong. This is a really cool card here, but Mitsuhira Arita did a much better job on the regular rare, which I have, that I'm going to show off here in just a sec. This card haunts me to this day because for the longest time, I had on my watch list a PSA 10 version of this card for around $45 or so. And for whatever reason, I didn't buy it. And I left it in my watch list for like a week, and then all of a sudden it was gone and I never saw it again. So gonna have to grade it the hard way. This is a good looking copy. I think it'll get a PSA 10, but that card haunts me forever because I could have already had it in my collection, PSA 10. Mega Opening Jigglypuff GX, another really cool artwork, another really cool card. Shibuzo did a great job on this one. This one I'm a little more nervous about. You can see it's a little off center, left to right there. So we'll see what this ends up getting. We'll see how good of a day the PSA grader is having that day. Straying away from the alternate arts, again, you guys know I love my bird trio. I do hope to get both English and Japanese versions. Sad that this card never made it to English. You know, I saw that Reshiram and Charizard GX and Pikachu and Zekrom GX both got a English version of these gold cards. I was really hoping that we'd see this in English. Never happened, but you know, in the meantime, I'll be happy to have the Japanese version. I've got both the English and the Japanese version of this Muck and the Lolo Muck. I just happened to come across this on a Mercari listing that I thought was at a good price, so I just picked it up. Normally, I'm not really targeting the Japanese versions, but if it's there and it's a good price, I'll pick it up. So yeah, hopefully these come back PSA 10 to kind of help out with that. Another alternate art here with the Formosan Buzzwole, another forgotten about card you don't really see or hear about ever. Not the most popular Pokemon in the world, but again, another really clean copy. I think this will grade real and hopefully get me that PSA 10. You'll notice I'm actually doing these in all alphabetical order. These cards, again, not super rare. They're all over the place right now. These are the GameStop promos. And so, yeah, I picked up a couple. Actually, I bought these raw. I do have a handful of those boxes in my inventory for investments. So yeah, I didn't crack any of these open. I went and bought some that I thought looked pretty good. This one I'm a little more nervous about because you can kind of tell left to right, it's a little off center. Everything else looks good, so we'll see how that goes with the grade there. And so yeah, that's kind of how I'm going about that one there. And then of course, can't go with those without this one. Again, another really good looking clean copy. I think we'll have a good chance at getting that PSA 10. No noticeable surface scratches or anything like that. So hopefully that comes back at PSA 10 to kind of help expand that collection. I opened up a ton of Dream League booster box. Okay, I opened up 4. I lied, a ton. I opened up 4. I wish I had it, but I bought them at MSRP. I bought each box for $50, and now they're going for like closer to $200. And so I really, really wish now I hadn't done that, but it is what it is. Here's another Rainbow Rare. Again, I bought this randomly off Mercari. Thought it was a really good deal. Sweet looking card. The Japanese Rainbow Rares just hit different, guys. Like, this is way, way better than any of the English ones. So I'm happy and excited to try and expand on that collection there. So here's the alternate art Sogolio Lunala GX card. And again, when you compare, here's the Japanese version I'm about to show. The two, I honestly prefer this one over this one. This is a cool one. Don't get me wrong. It's a close-up of Lily there. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad. But I prefer this one where she's riding on the back. I just think it's cooler to see her kind of in action, see the Pokemon in action. But again, another one that I think will grade well. And then my last, or not last, almost last 3 here. Got 3 copies of this. Again, got these all from Dream League. I do almost have a Dream League Master set because I opened up 4 boxes and then I picked up a few others. And then here's that English Togepi Clefairy Jigglypuff GX card that I have, that I will be sending off to grade to hopefully join its Japanese counterpart there that I already have in my collection. Good looking copy, great card. And in another video, I hope to actually talk about how I go about grading cards and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna show you guys some of my raw ones that didn't make the cut to get graded. Here's one of the coolest cards in the hobby again, Arceus Dialga Palkia, better known as ADP in the trading card game. Unfortunately, this one has some flaws that I just don't think. Again, you're looking at it, you think it looks really clean. There's a few surface scratches that it doesn't, make me happy there. So I'm not going to spend the money to get that graded. So I will find a different way to do that. Here's just another regular art Blastoise and Piplup. And then we've got Celadine Venusaur, regular rare. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get organized here so that I don't lose my cards out of order here. Regular, rare, Eevee, and Snorlax. Again, all these cards have some kind of defect on them that makes me not want to send them in to get graded. Again, here's that Gengar and Mimikyu that I prefer. I prefer this artwork over the alternate art one. I just think this one was way cooler. I don't know, just something about it that hits a little bit different than the alternate art. Greninja and Zoroark, I'm still missing the alternate art version of this card, so I'm still on the hunt for a clean, mint-looking copy that might grade a PSA 10. Marshmallow Champ, you know, already talked about. Every time I see these cards, I just cringe because I realize I could have bought it better sooner. And then, yeah, Mega Sableye and Tyranitar. Again, another alternate art. Unfortunately, not clean enough, in my opinion, to get sent into grading. So, unfortunately, that's going to have to wait. And I'm going to have to go find another copy or just buy it outright graded already. Again, not a super popular card. Oh, look at that. I actually already have the graded version of this. So, you know what that means? I'm actually going to put this up for sale at some point. So, I'm actually going to put this somewhere else. And then, yeah, we got the Pikachu and Zekrom. I think I actually got this from one of the battle decks I did play online. So I bought one, cracked it open, and put the code in so I can play on the PTCGO online. Raichu and Alolan Raichu. And then I also have the Raichu and Alolan Raichu alternate art. Again, I really want this card in PSA 10. Unfortunately, this one will probably not get that, so I'm not going to send it in. But super cool cards there. And then my almost last two, I've got the Slowpoke and Psyduck, and then the alternate art. On the hunt still for a very cleaner copy of this card. So I'm only missing 5 alternate arts altogether. Here's the last one, Umbreon and Darkrai GX. And last but not least, this card, which looks super clean, Magikarp and Wheeler, probably one of the better alternate arts out there. Uyama artwork, fantastic card. I actually have an Uyama English complete set of cards that I'm going to show in a later video, and this is in that binder. Unfortunately, again, as clean as it looks, there's just some surface damage on this card that doesn't make me happy, and I don't think will grade it a 10, no matter, even though the centering is darn near perfect on this card. So I'm still on the hunt for this card in the PSA 10 copy, but you know, for the time being, that's going in my Uyama collection. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's all of my not even alternate, just my tag team cards, all of the ones that I have in my collection so far. My goal is to have all of them, rainbow rares, full arts, regular arts, and alternate arts, and the goal is to actually have them all in PSA 10 someday. We'll see when that happens, if I ever end up completing that. I hope I do. I love these cards so much. I think these are my favorite cards in the hobby. As far as which cards I'm missing to complete my alternate art collection, is that Gardevoir and Sylveon GX, the 205 out of 214, Greninja and Zoroark, like I talked about, the Latios and Latias, the Heart alternate art one, which is a beautiful card, but super expensive, and then the Reshiram and Charizard GX, not the gold one that I just showed, but also the, it's the SM201, so it's one of those promos that I'm still missing, and that's it, just those 5 cards, and then I've completed all of them. Again, still don't have them all in PSA 10 yet, but I will have had them all in my collection. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that. I love tag team cards, and again, I hope to be able to complete this, you know, in the near future. My goal for this year is just to have them all in my collection, and then at some point I want to be able to grade them and then kind of move on from there. All right, guys, thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you next time.